Hello and welcome guys to the new tutorial of the intermediate Python series for the programmers. So in the previous video we talked about some of the basics and of the class methods, that how can you create and how can you make some alteration in the class instance variable, and then how can you create a class method. So this thing guys that I forgot to tell you, that uh, if you look here guys, that in this line call dot h here, then if I do here, if I do this, that if I comment this out, or let me just comment this print out, this one and this one too. And now if I print and now I have denied all the changes, age changes in the call to object, and now if I print it, then you can see that I'm getting for call to age the value is 23. And if I print for the call object, then also we'll get the value as 23. So this age method, which is a class method, it basically, it is not changing the value of the instance. It is rather it is changing the value of this class instance variable. So if so now for making changes for both of the objects, for in call 1 and for in call and call 2, you have to just define for call 2 also, so which we did before in the previous video, and then only you can make changes for both of them, both of the object respectively. And one more thing guys, that you can also call this class method by this instance object name, or you can just call this class method by using the class name too, which and the class name here is person. So if I do this and again run it, then yes, it will show me the value as 23. So that's it for the guys. That's what I wanted to tell you. And now let's get started to the constructor, alternate constructor in the class method. Why alternate class class constructor, basically we can use them to just initialize to basically create an object instance like this, or like this, by using a class method. So let's get started with it. So now first of all we have to define a class method, and then let's say that let's define a new method known as new constructor, and let's pass, and the first value parameter which we have to pass is the CLS, which is the class name, and the other one are the name and the role, which we have defined in this constructor, because name and the role are the two parameters which we want while we create a new object. And now guys, if I say that CLS, okay, so first of all let me just and now guys, uh, in this, so in this one basically we are basically what we are doing is we are passing the value for name and role um, differently. Means we are first passing the name and then we are passing the role, and which some takes some time also for the interpreter to read, and it's basically a pain for us, for the programmers to write or to pass the values like this. So rather, what we want is we basically want to create a new object only by passing a single string. So how can we do that? So let's say that let's say first of let's say that we passed a new string. Okay, we passed a new string. So for passing the string we don't need this name and role, rather you can use this string. Okay, So now what we want to do is we will take this string and store and we will split that string and store it in a new variable. Like we will okay, so we will do it like parameters, or para is equals to string. We'll take this parameter string dot split. It is a method in it is a function in a method in Python, which is used to split a string in whatever order you want. And now guys, I want to just simply return the string, return cls. We will use a class and we'll basically return the string. So I'll explain you guys what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I did here is, let's say that okay, let's say that we passed a string. Okay, like this. Okay, so let's say we pass a string known as like Anushka, like this. uh, Anushka, and then we'll define the role. We'll define the role, which is student. Okay, so now if there's a user who passed a string in our method, like it is a single string Anushka slash student, so this string will go here in this one parameter. And now this string will be split into two parts, uh, and it will split into two parts whenever this slash sorry this dash comes in between. Like this comes in between, and so it will be split in two parts, Anushka and student. And so it will be converted it into a list. It will be converted into a list two of two variables, which will start from the index number 0 and 1. So in the 0th para 0 we will have Anushka, and in the para 1 we will have student. So that what this a new constructor line do. So now guys, we have created this string, we have created this method, and now we will just simply create this object here. We'll create a new object called call3, and we'll say person. We'll call person, which is the class name. And for calling the class method, you know guys that we have to use the class method name, then person dot new constructor. And now guys, the parameter of in this constructor is a string, so we will pass a string which will be Anushka, and then string, oh sorry, it will be student. And for better understanding, I'll just print this para. Okay, I'll just print this para. And now if I run it, let me just comment this out. Okay, okay, so now if I run here guys, you can see that this string sorry this string Anushka, slash student has been converted, has been perfectly splitted into two variables, into two variable string, Anushka and student, and they are stored in a list called para. Okay, so now this has been created. Now it returns this the Anushka and the student, the created list. Now it returns the created list in the class called person. And now when it goes here in the call 3, we are in the call 3 it has also created a new object, and for printing it we'll say, just let's say that we want to print the name of the newly created constructor. So what we'll do is we'll say call 3 dot name. If I do this and if I run it, then you can see that we have successfully created a new object of Anushka as a name and role as a student, and when I'm printing this call 3.name, it shows me Anushka. So like that you can also ask for role, and if you print it, then student, it's showing me student. And now also guys, if I want to print the age, then it will show me the age which is defined here in as the class instance variable. So now guys, and also if you want to make the change, let's say that name, okay, also you can do like this also. You can basically call this display function method also, which we have created for displaying the name and the role both. And if I run it, then you can see that we have the name as Anushka and the role as student. So now guys, name is Anushka and role is student. So we just don't need this print one. We'll cancel this out. Okay, run it again. It's run it again. Yes, it's showing me name is Anushka and the role is student. Okay. Okay, so now guys, let me just do this one. So now guys, if you want to change the value for the age value for the newly created object, all you have to do just basically what I told you in the previous video. You have to just call like this, call 3 dot call 3 dot age. Okay, age, and you have to just give the value. I'll say the value is 30, and now I'll ask to print that. I will say call 3 dot age, and if I print it, then name is Anushka and the role is student, and the age is 30, which I have done here. So by this guys, you can create a new alternate constructor for creating the objects without even using the self method, this self parameter, and this initial old constructor. You can use this class method for the or as an alternative constructor. So also guys, there are many methods for splitting the strings. You can split strings in many forms. So if and just if you know any other forms, just please then comment in the comment section below. And that's all guys for this video. Till then, and if you like this video, then please do subscribe the channel, and please do share with your programmer friends. And till then, goodbye, take care, and keep coding.